question over here.
And some of the stuff that I read about the Honors College, they talk about like Honors College sponsored events. Have you guys been to any of those, and do you have any like experiences that you can share from those?
Pancake? Oh.
No, I was just saying, hands down, the best Honors College event ever is during midterms and finals. They bring in therapy dogs to the lobby, and it's like the greatest de-stressor in the entire world, because instead of studying or doing whatever you're doing, you just get to sit on the floor and play with dogs, which is great because I feel like a lot of people are homesick for their dogs at home, and it was just, that's my favorite HL thing that they throw up.
Saturday morning pancakes at 11:45 are also really awesome. They come in and cook for you in the downstairs kitchen. I don't know whether or not some of you have seen it.
Sometimes they do it a little earlier in the morning, which is great when you have a 10 o'clock practice. So you just got to go there and be like, I want pancakes. Now I'm going to go dance for 2 hours. Yay.
And honestly, you can petition to have events created too. Like, I threw out a suggestion in my RA before the Super Bowl to host a giant party, and they brought in wings from Wings Over Burlington, which is a local shop. They brought in like 2 what are called aircraft carriers, which can feed about 25, 30 people, and ribs and pizza, and so that was great. And they put the game up on not this big screen, but the one downstairs. Sadly, the Patriots lost, so it wasn't that great of a night for me. But it was still a fun party.
We also have ice cream socials.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of the events involve food.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't really
That's
go
not an
wrong.
accident.
Yeah.
And then we have like weekly informal socials too. Like, I don't, what's the social this week? I haven't checked.
Well, in the fall semester, those socials were on a weekly basis, and the winter leaders hosted the socials. And then in the spring, they've been on a bi-weekly basis. So this past week, we had a yogurt bar, and we had yogurt, and we had blueberries and chocolate chips and nuts and raisins and Oreos and tons of stuff that you can mix in. And then we've had s'mores, and so there's a lot of different options, and people just come and play cards and board games and talk and watch TV. And we also went apple picking last semester, and we'll probably do some other programming as a complex this semester.
Has anybody participated in any events other than social? Did we sponsor? They do exist.
I'm required to go to a plenary every year.
Okay.
Last semester, Patty asked me to run chem tutoring sessions. Or no, Lisa asked me to run chem tutoring sessions. So I tutored chemistry in high school. I took AP Chem, etc. And so this past semester, I just ran these open tutoring sessions where anyone who was taking chem, they could drop by, they could do their homework, just ask me questions. There are also writing, there's a dedicated Honors College writing tutor for you have an essay due tomorrow, and here's your basic essay, and you need help just getting everything fine-tuned, and you just drop in and it's free. The Learning Co-op has a lot of the same functionality, but having a tutor dedicated to the Honors College is really, really great.
And I would just point out as an example, the coming Wednesday, we have 2 faculty who live in residence. They live in the back part of the building with their families, so we actually have some kids in the building as well. And the faculty are sponsoring a film and a discussion. The film is about linguistics and social adaptations. It happens that one of the faculty members is a faculty member in the linguistics department. So they're having a film and discussion. There will be food, but really the focus of it is film and discussion. So that's an example of some of the things that happen in-house that perhaps have an academic and social purpose combined.
And there's another faculty member who's starting up a book club.
Right.
One of the book on forensics. So yeah, there are a lot of both educational and social opportunities.
I don't know like how much you've been told about like the first year seminar, but as a portion of that, you're required to go to a weekly plenary lecture where you'll have a guest speaker from either inside or outside of the university or outside of the country coming to speak to you with regard to a specific issue. And some of those can be pretty impressive, and they're open to everyone, not just the HL students. I think 2 weeks ago we had Bill McKibben, who I'm sure some of you know. He's a 350 activist. He's been on Colbert, The Daily Show, CBC, and all those prominent networks. Come to speak to us on a very intimate basis about his environmental campaign. So some really nice opportunities.
Okay, I saw a bunch of hands. Yeah.
Would you say that honors college students get additional opportunities in terms of research and stuff like that?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Very much a yes.
I mean, I don't think I would have gotten the opportunity to. I was a TA for the associate dean. He was also in the a professor in the sociology department, and I don't think I would have gotten to be able to do my independent study had I not had like a little honors college tick next to my name. And then I've been in a lab since my sophomore year in the psych department, and it was easy just to walk in and be like, oh, I want to work in a lab. What should I do? And people were like, oh, just email a couple professors and say that you're in the honors college. And so I actually had my choice of labs to work in, which was pretty nice. And it was an easy facilitation to start working with what the lab I was working in. That person became my advisor for my thesis. And it helps significantly because it's like, oh, you're already a good, hardworking student.
One of the other things is downstairs and over in that direction. Britt has her office, and so she provides scholarship information and fellowships, and it's really, really cool because basically she's there to make sure you get money, which is always a good thing. And also Ann Kroll-Lerner is the director of undergraduate research. And so I went in to talk to her my first semester, freshman year, saying, I want to work in a lab. So I was in a lab, in the engineering department, starting up my own independent research project on volatile fear response in humans. And so over the summer I had a paid research internship working on my own project, and I did that last semester. And just because of time constraints, I couldn't do it again this semester. But you can literally just go down there in your PJs, which I have done multiple times. And you also have the Honors College advisors who are downstairs in that way. And you can also go down to them in your PJs and just say, help, I don't know what I should do. And they will fix everything for you.
He exaggerates perhaps just a little.
And not even just within the university, but I put the fact that I'm in the Honors College on pretty much every application I ever have to fill out, like everything, like I live off campus, so for housing application, when you're looking at apartments, if they can see like there's that one little extra thing that makes you look just, that teeny bit more responsible, helps study abroad applications, things like that. It just gives you, if you just have to take whatever advantage you can get, so.
Okay. I said